personally.
Wait, no, hold on. Stop it, I'm trying to sneeze. This is so not fair. You're so not fair. Hello everyone and happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday indeed, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic day.
We're having a fantastic day, or fantastic week. We've had a wonderful time with the chest infections and the lovely colds.
And your noses and our snotty noses.
Yeah.
So if you could tell by our voices, we're a little bit...
yeah, so please bear with us.
Yes.
This might be edited by the horrible sounds that might come out of our noses, and we do apologise with that. Yeah, we tried to record the Q&A on Sunday. You couldn't even understand us both. No. It
Nothing,
was just not right.
came.
Yeah, so that is actually rescheduled. So if anybody does have any questions that want to ask us, pop your question down below or use the social medias using the hashtag Krispysmore Q&A.
Yes. So on our last video, we were talking about Magic Bands and My Disney Experience apps and our bite-sized vacation planning videos.
Yeah.
So we asked you guys on a poll what we should do next, and 40% of you said that we should cover how we budget and how we kind of save for our Florida and Walt Disney World trips.
Yes.
So your wish has been fulfilled. We are here to talk about it. We're going to go through all the things that we do when planning our trips.
Yeah, we get a lot of questions during our Q&As, basically about how we actually save up, how we actually get to go out to Florida every year, what is the best deals, how are you finding the best deals, what is the best airline, how much do you take with you, and we thought it was a great way of just trying to condense all the questions down into this video and to basically tell you how we actually do it.
It's like making a nice dough. You got the butter, the budget, the flour as how much you should take, and we combine it together and make a lovely pastry.
Yeah, so this video is just all about, let's just chat, this is how we do it. I know there is lots of ways of budgeting, there is no right or wrong way.
We're not like professional budgeting people, we just do this on our experiences of how we've done it in the past.
Yeah,
so,
and it's kind of worked, hasn't it? So it kind of sticked with us and it's kind of worked.
Yeah, so this might give you some sort of, you know, like a eureka moment or just a little bit of help just to help you with your first trip or any future trips that you've got planned. First thing that we always do while looking for a trip is to find the best deal. Now we know a lot of people have sort of specific airlines that they like to stick with. We're not that sort of people. We just want the cheapest flight, the cheapest hotel to get out there to Florida. Yeah. It's all about spending money for us.
We actually are constantly looking on the website. There is no one website that we always go to. We will always check out airline websites to travel agents. We search everything to see if it's cheaper to do it separately or if it's cheaper to do it in a package. Exactly. We're very much free and happy to try every sort of alternative as long as that we get over there.
Yeah, so when we kind of do that, we obviously, the first thing we do is we work out our finances. We kind of look to see what our budget can push. Sometimes it may push to stay on site on a Disney resort or maybe even on a Universal resort. Or if it isn't, then we'll just stay completely off site and just kind of transportation our way to and fro the parks. Whatever makes it easiest for ourselves. Again, like we say, it's about spending money and actually enjoying our time. A hotel is just where you sleep. Yeah. You're not going to be in there for long. One
thing that we do when we're at home, and we've been doing it for quite a few years, well before this channel actually started, was we have our rainy day fund, which is basically a joint account. We put money into the account, but we don't draw anything out. So it actually becomes a bit of a holiday fund, really. So that was our way when we were on 0-hour contracts, like about 5-6 years ago, and we could only afford to actually go out like once every 2 or 3 years because we don't really go out. We don't really go out partying. We don't really go out drinking. You know, I do drink every now and again, but you know, we don't go out every week. So all of that money that we could have really used for stuff like that, we kind of put into a holiday pot. Yeah. And that's basically how we save.
So like around the April time, depending on the availability of this offer, Disney World and other travel agents actually do a free Disney dining plan offer where you actually book your tickets, book your holiday on Disney property, and you get free dining for the next year. Yeah. This isn't for the year that you book it, it's the year after you actually go. And it's a fantastic deal we were looking on deals. Again, this is going to probably change when this video goes up.
Yeah.
But we saw all-star resorts with free breakfast for 2 weeks without tickets, and it was around £1,200.
And sometimes it normally costs that for just room only alone.
Yeah.
And it doesn't include any flights or anything like that. So during this time, if you want to stay on property on a Disney site, our recommendation is to just wait until April time for the new prices for next year.
Yes.
For the free dining plan. There are some really good deals, but they are only there for a limited time.
They only have a certain amount. I know Disney do it first, and then the airlines or other travel agents will do it second.
Yeah.
So when Disney do it first, get in there as soon as possible, and you'll get a fantastic deal. Even if you don't want dining, you can get it really cheap.
But yeah, like what we said about our normal time to book holidays is at the beginning of the year is because of the sales that happen. Now the sales happen on pretty much every sort of travel agent, and of course with the airlines as well. Just check out on the airlines because they do have package holidays.
Yes.
And there was last year when we went out for 3 weeks at the Clarion Inn in Lake Buena Vista with the flights and the room covered.
Yes.
It was £800 per person.
Yeah. This didn't include tickets, this was just flight and hotel, but that is like a genius deal.
For 3 weeks.
Yeah.
During Halloween season, it was, you know, you can't grumble with it.
You can't. We booked that around the February time.
Yeah.
So it was around near the end of the sort of, they called it the January sale, the New Year's sale.
Yeah.
But it was around that time, and it's always around then when we will book for those.
It's really interesting though when you actually see it, because Virgin Atlantic will be like, hey, I've got my sale on, you know, and then BA will kind of won't be as far behind.
No.
And then they will kind of go, oh, this is our sale, and then Virgin will go, oh, but our sale is like this is so much better, and you can kind of see like the competitiveness.
But you've got the other ones like Thompson, Thomas Cook, and other people, so you can just shop around as much as you want.
Yeah.
But as we talked about the complete package, the most important thing, or another important thing for the trip, are tickets.
Yeah, we make sure that we get our tickets sorted and paid for before we go.
Yes.
Basically, as long as that we've got a room, we've got a flight, we've got a room, and we've got our tickets sorted out, right, that's when we start discussing about budgets of how much we're going to take with us.
So when we kind of look for tickets, we shop around. We don't stick to a particular company. We will look for the cheapest. Sometimes we'll go to the Disney website and book tickets from Universal Disney completely separate, or we'll do it as a package from like companies like Attraction Tickets, Florida Tix. There's a lot of companies out there, so please shop around.
Yeah.
Some companies you can put a deposit down and you can pay like a bit as much as you want, and then 4 weeks before the trip you pay the full amount, and then you receive the actual tickets.
Yeah.
While some places you just get a gift voucher and then you pick them up.
If you are unsure about a website and you've never heard of them before, I know places like the Disney forums, like the Dib, and I think there's loads of like Facebook forums, Facebook pages as well for you to join in.
Yep.
And you could always pop your question in there going, hey guys, has anyone ever used this place? Is it reliable? Will it be any good? Can you recommend anything else? And the majority of the time, a lot of people will just reply back and, you know, they will tell you their personal like experiences from that company and all that. So
again, like some companies that aren't affiliated with the actual product that you're buying from will do deals. So I'll give you a hint. This is a deal that is not here anymore, but Attraction Tickets did a deal where if you bought Disney tickets, you actually got a free Lanuba ticket to go at certain dates, which is pretty good. You get sometimes a gift voucher. It depends on the deal. Have a look. You can really benefit from joining those sort of companies. Keep shopping around, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure
So
you shop around.
with the tickets as well, I mean, before we actually go out and before we actually book our holiday, we discuss to ourselves, what are we actually going to be doing? Because there is a ton of stuff to do in Florida. There is so much stuff. You can't cover it all in one vacation. You just can't. So we will automatically think, well, how long are we staying for? Shall we just stay for Disney just for this vacation? Or shall we just stay off site and just concentrate on Universal? And then a few like beachy sort of days out and all that other stuff. That way it actually helps us budget a lot better so that we're not wasting any money on tickets that we've not used.
Tickets covered.
Yeah.
Airline covered. Hotel covered. The next important thing is obviously budgeting for food, for just general use if you want when you've got to Orlando.
Yeah, basically, how much money are we going to bring to Florida?
Now, again, this is personal because a lot of people would focus on either food. People won't focus on food. They'll focus on merchandise.
Nothing on drink.
It can be completely vary.
Yeah.
We are probably the majority of everybody that is kind of in the middle.
Yeah, we're very. I mean, we're quite sensible with our money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
we're quite recently, we've been quite good.
We're not like, you know, we have to go to all the Disney restaurants. You know,
Yeah.
we're very much like, do you fancy McDonald's today? When we go to parks, our average amount that we would take is around $150 a day. So if you work that out, that's $75 per person.
And that's to basically cover if we were to go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Anything from Disney or anything from Universal, from parks, is really expensive.
It is.
It's absolutely expensive. For restaurants, on park property, can average around about $40 plus per person.
Yeah. Depending if you got the cheaper sort of thing.
Yeah.
And if you went for the expensive, you'd probably push it to about $60 per person.
Yeah.
And that's not including tip.
No, exactly. And then as well, drinks as well are really expensive as well. So you're talking about $10. Average $10 for a beer.
Yeah.
On like Disney or Universal property or something like that.
That's pretty much right. If you go for like a quick service, you could push it to about $15 to $20 per person.
Yeah.
That's if you get like the chicken nugget meal or the pizza meals and things like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of average sort of thing that you would do.
And if we are to stay off-site, obviously we would bring out a lot less because it's a lot cheaper. And we basically only just bring money out for basically food coverage, really. So we normally just bring about like $50 with us for the day. If there's something that we see and go, oh my God, I really need that and I love that souvenir, we'll come back another day.
Yeah.
We'll see how much we've got left from our vacation and we'll go back and then we'll buy it.
Again, like we said with food, like Steph said, drinks are expensive on parks. A little bit cheaper off-site. They do specials.
Yeah.
If you do ask places, they do specials like off-site, like chilies and things like that.
We do go to Walmart quite a lot.
Yeah.
And we will purchase beer from Walmart. And if we were to go to Halloween Horror Nights or anything like that, we'll have a drink beforehand before we actually go.
It's such a British thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's such a British thing. We drink at a hotel and then we go out.
Cheers!
Cheers! And then the last thing is transport.
Yeah.
As you go, we don't drive. We want to enjoy a holiday as much and relax. This lady needs as much relaxation as much as possible.
Because I'm the only one who drives in this relationship.
So
drives him up the wall.
So what I looked at was Uber. Uber is the main one. There are other companies like Lyft. There are obviously Mears taxis. We would recommend not to use them. They are quite expensive because they're on the meter.
Yeah.
Uber is a really cheap option. It's an app where you actually pay through a credit card or a debit card that you have on your account. That's what the average amount we would use is from minimum about $60 to around $20. It depends on how far you're going. So if you're in Lake Buena Vista and you're going to Universal, averaging, if there's not a lot of traffic, it will be about $24 each way. Now again, if you go on a weekend or use it on the weekends or on busy times, they will have a thing called a surcharge, which is where it will say the prices will be more higher and you have to accept that.
Yeah.
If you don't accept it, then you can't use the Uber.
Yeah.
Basically. So make sure you're prepared for it because on weekends it's busy. So maybe if you're off site, maybe use the hotel transport.
That's another key thing of what we actually look for when we're going to stay off site is to make sure that there's actually free transportation. If the hotel transfers are a little bit earlier coming back from the parks and we know that we're going to be there a little bit later, we would use it to come back home. We would use the hotel transfers to go over to the parks and then we'll come back with the Uber. So I think we've basically covered everything.
Covered those snippets.
That's how we kind of plan our holiday, and we've just rolled in a few tips as well of the kind of things that we look out for when we're buying tickets or when we're looking out for really good deals. I always think that there is a better deal to what I booked, always. I'm always one of those clearing my cookies all the time on my computer, making sure that I'm getting the right thing, going on Skyscanner.
Sometimes like going on booking.com and Skyscanner going, if I get the flight like this much and then the hotel this much, if I combine it together I save like 200 quid.
Yeah. Cashback as well is a really good one as well. Sometimes cashback, you can get cashback on flight only prices, and that's another really good one as well.
Yeah.
We've done cashback before.
They've been really good. You get like a certain percentage of how much you book. Sometimes you can do it as a full package or separate.
Yeah.
it depends. So.
Yeah, so
Pretty awesome.
there's so many things that we do, like we lose count.
Exactly. But if you guys have any hints and tips or something that we've not covered, please comment it down below. Help other people out. It would really appreciate it. Also, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. We appreciate that as well.
And if you look into this corner here, which I remember when I've been editing, check out our voting poll and decide which video you'd like to see next.
So guys, thanks very much for watching today, and we shall see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.